God. Oh, well, Trump voters, you made your bed. Now you have to accept Trump pissing in it. G'day viewers and welcome to a Wangafat Wednesday. And yes, this is Wangafat. What am I not giving a fuck about today? I don't give a fuck whether Trump's into golden showers or whether the story's true, because you know what? It's just a thing, and if that's a thing he does, that in and of itself shouldn't disqualify him from being President of the United States. Being totally under the thumb of Putin and the Russian oligarchs, that should have excluded him, and that was well fucking known before the election to anyone who wasn't in denial. I actually did this story on November 1st, before the election. This dossier was known. It was known that there was evidence that the Russians had been cultivating Trump for years, and specifically they got some incriminating evidence of him with sex workers. Now it's become a bit more explicit, and I'll be honest with you, here's the bit that makes me think it's true. Because people are, oh, Trump loves being pissed on. That isn't what the allegation is. The allegation is that Trump rented a room that President Obama and Michelle Obama had stayed in and paid sex workers to piss on the bed because he hates the Obamas. It's like, in his tiny, childish, puerile, pathetic, spiteful mind, that was doing something. That is how pathetic Trump is. See, that's what I can believe. Trump is pathetic. He's worthless, he's stupid, he's childish, he's vindictive, and he's a fucking piss artist, okay? It's just ridiculous. I mean, I can make any end of jokes about if he really does things after the Obamas. Well, the White House generally is going to smell like piss for however long he's in there. So I was going to say 4 years. No way he lasts 4 years. Okay, I just made another prediction about him. Last prediction was obviously he wasn't going to win. And since he did, I've said nothing makes sense anymore. You're a fool to try and predict it. I still don't think he'll last a term. I think he'll either resign or be impeached, simply because the establishment doesn't like him. So Trump supporters could even latch on to that and say, he was too real for that establishment. Because I'm fucking done with Trump supporters, okay? If you can support this despicable fucking shit stain of a human, I have no fucking time for you, okay? Just fuck off. And there's this ridiculous narrative goes around at the moment. Oh, you know why Trump won? Because all you left-wing people made all the racists feel bad, and they were emboldened. It's like, get fucked, okay? The idea that pointing out some people are hideous, bigoted fucking lumps of shit is what made them hideous, bigoted lumps of shit, that's just fucking ridiculous. They already were that, okay? Fuck this bullshit line about, oh, you've got to stop saying that about him. You've got to be honest. Fuck it. They're not going to fucking change. Fuck you if you're stupid enough to fall for this. This bullshit has been pushed by right-wing bullies for years. Prior to this shit with Trump, there was always this line I saw used online, like they've got this thing in their mind, oh, social justice warriors, and they think that people who are progressive aren't willing to go on the attack, and so they actually use the language of privilege to try and embarrass people they think are SJWs. Doesn't fucking work on me, you little shit stains. I can see through your bullshit, and I am not going to be quiet. This whole thing, oh, we've got to have a discourse. No, get rid of the fucking neo-Nazis. Get rid of the Klansmen. Get rid of the bigots. Get rid of the people who sexually assault women. Get rid of the science-denying people as well while you're at it. Get rid of the climate change deniers. Get rid of the fucking anti-vaxxers that Trump's putting in key positions. Fuck that noise. You can put people who are politically opposite to me but are fucking rational, and then I'll just argue policy. But while they're pieces of shit, I'm going to point out they're pieces of shit, because that's all that needs to be said about them. And even if the specific allegation about Trump and some lurid videotape gets never gets proven. Of course, you can't absolutely disprove it. You can absolutely prove it. A video could come out, and we all know if a video came out that clearly showed Trump in some unusual sexual activity with anyone, that wouldn't bother his fucking supporters at all. He would still be there. Nothing makes sense anymore. But what needs to be investigated, and what it seems is being investigated, is how much leverage the Russians have on Trump and what they've been doing and how compromised he is. Because he is fucking compromised, and a whole bunch of his key people are seriously compromised and have been repeatedly putting Russia's influence and Russia's interests above the rest of the world. And for all you fucking Trump supporters, or even just mainstream big thinkers who go on about, oh, it's not that bad and whatnot, fuck you. Just reverse it. That's how you always know how bad a situation is. People excusing their guy, how would they react if it was the other way? Literally, think about it. If Clinton had lost the popular vote by almost 3 million votes, but won on the Electoral College, and there was explicit information that Russian interests had been leaking information designed to damage Trump and improve Clinton's chance, and then a dossier came out saying Clinton had been compromised by Russians, how exactly do you think Trump supporters would be acting? Okay? And anyone who says they would have just taken it on the chin can get fucked. If you're going to lie like that, I'm not wasting any time on you. Oh, incidentally, this will go the other way too. For however long Trump's in, whether he stays in, whether Pence ends up taking over, and they start doing some really fucked shit with bombing people, curtailing civil rights in America, doing surveillance, prosecuting whistleblowers, and people go, that's disgraceful. Obama put all that in place, okay? Obama did all of that, and far too many people turned a blind eye to it, and they'll only start complaining when the guy they don't like did it. Mind you, by the same token, Trump supporters will forgive anything. That much is clear. There is apparently nothing he can do that will work against him. So personally, I think go for it. And that's the thing. Now it's come out, I still don't think it's going to hurt him. Even if the video comes out, I don't think it will hurt him. So yeah, the concept of Trump might enjoy things, and he doesn't even seem to be doing golden showers properly, quite honestly. It's not a sexual thing. He's just got this weird vindictive spite thing that a fucking 5-year-old on a sugar rush would have. But, you know, even if it does turn out that Trump's done some weird sexual stuff, as long as it's not some of the worst accusations, which are actually child rape, don't forget, that's an actual real accusation with multiple people backing it against Donald Trump. Child rape at parties with his known friend who he did party with, who's a convicted pedophile. Just in case you were wondering, what's the worst that could happen with Trump? Child rape. That's the worst that could happen. Well, maybe murder. They always talked about the Clintons murdering people, which is blatantly stupid because obviously it would have been proven by now if it happened. Maybe Trump's got body somewhere. Who knows? I don't think he's actually that creative. You like to think he's a big guy, but I got off track. I was just going to make a whole bunch of piss jokes that kind of seemed too easy. Because like I said, when it comes down to it, I don't care. I don't think that's a big deal. If it's literally true that Trump paid sex workers to piss on a bed because he thought that was somehow getting back at the Obamas, that makes him pathetic, but it doesn't figure in how I feel about him as a potential president. His actual policies and his actual being under the thumb of Russian interests, that's really troubling. That's what people should be focusing on. The fact that he's populating his cabinet with just the worst people, racists, bigots, and science deniers, he has the capability to basically fucking destroy the world in 4 years. So yeah, if he's into golden showers, I honestly don't give a fuck.